Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra September 18, 2022. We may not be on the same wavelengths today, making it tricky to interact in healthy ways. You may want to wait out making important decisions if possible, since it's hard to be objective right now. These temperamental conditions can seem random, but they could push problems that have already been brewing to the surface, bringing issues to light. Quicker resolutions become possible. Consider that sudden desires may mask the real root of a problem today, and aim to look deeper for best results. Desires can seem pressing now, and there can be some irritating competitiveness or internal pressures to perform to manage. You can be feeling especially sensitive and may put up a protective wall around you to cope. However, if you give off the impression that your skin is thick, you could end up with hurt feelings, so an in-between would be ideal. There can be some confusion, disappointment, or simply a temporary questioning of motivation experienced today, and for you, it is likely to revolve around communications, transportation, projects, and learning. Be a little more vigilant if working with facts and figures, and watch that you don't communicate in a way that can be misinterpreted. Today could feel like you're standing on the beach with relentless thundering waves crashing against you. You may even feel like you're slipping from reality as you begin to spin within the sea. The mighty sun will get into a virulent conflict with sneaky Neptune today, which will make everyone anxious, insecure, and paranoid. When it comes to your personal or romantic life, you could feel like communication is spiraling off the rails. Don't make any important agreements and don't try to discuss emotions or ideas with your significant other. Everyone is half drunk on danger. Branch out. You might feel unsure of striking up a conversation with a respected colleague or professional association, since Venus in Virgo squares Mars in Gemini. But do not get in your head during this square. Instead, allow the square to push you out of your comfort zone so that you can enjoy the trine between Venus and the North Node in Taurus. You are destined to network on and offline today, but you cannot let any analysis paralysis or negative self-talk get in the way of expanding your greater professional community. The more honest you are with yourself, the more opportunities you will have to accomplish your goals. As you give in to the doubts you have about your own willpower, you magically find exercise companions. As you talk openly about your issues with food, you become privy to approaches and strategies that would otherwise have eluded you. What you keep inside due to fear of ridicule or exposure will only fester and cause you unhappiness in the end. If the last few days have tended to sap your morale a bit, this is going to change a lot in the hours coming up. Indeed, the vibrations of the day will be beneficial, and things will advance positively except in your professional life, where you will meet with some difficulties. Don't give up and keep working with vigor, and very soon this new, positive outlook on life will bear fruit. You should have confidence in yourself and dare to undertake new projects both in your personal and professional life. The biggest challenge you are likely to face today, but also moving forward, is balancing and allocating your time. Life can no longer be all work and no play, but you still want to take advantage of the momentum that has been created financially and professionally. At the same time, the sun is challenging old excuses when it comes to your bucket list or where you are not fully embracing life. There is no magic formula, with finding the right balance for you a case of trial and error. As she moves into her final 12 days in your communication sector, Venus, the planet of love, is giving you a chance to look to the future with confidence, due to a friendly aspect to the North Node. This is giving Venus mission to give your heart and your relationships a boost at a time when the Sun and Pluto are working to give the past and unsaid words a voice. You're breathing new life into something you'd long since lost interest in, so much of your energy is moving in this direction. In fact, you may enjoy a lucky break that makes it happen for real this time. Make sure your cash flow remains steady by portioning it out carefully. You could be seeing your financial picture through rose-colored glasses. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings some sudden and unexpected surprises that might require a lot of patience. As Venus in Virgo squares the Moon, There is a give and take between what you want and what is actually occurring. If you feel the need to stand in your truth, this is when you could meet some opposition. This competing energy doesn't want to budge for anyone's preconceived expectations. However, Mars is going to kick you right out of your comfort zone whether you're ready or not. The Gemini moon helps bring things around by allowing a more analytical approach to everything. Maybe these are the actual changes you need to really step into a more authentic version of yourself after all. Even if you feel a little scattered right now, it doesn't mean that there isn't light at the end of the tunnel. There's a generous amount of earth energy in the sky as well. This helps on the financial end of matters and deepens your commitment and maturity in this realm of your life. You have to stick with the vision and allow the rest to unfold. Message or phone call from someone dear who lives far away could arrive today. You've been thinking about this person for a while, so don't be surprised if you hear from him or her. You're especially attuned to the thoughts and feelings of others right now. In fact, you may feel especially inspired to work on projects of your own, as ideas are likely to fill your head. Have fun. In the pre-dawn hours, the Gemini moon trines retrograde Mercury in Libra, allowing us to reconcile an emotional issue. Replaying past exchanges and conversations in our heads helps us to appreciate why matters unfolded as they did. Although we may achieve greater personal understanding on a matter, it's best not to attempt to repair or course-correct anything while Mercury is retrograde. The fact that this reevaluation has occurred is the important thing. Before noon, Venus in Virgo squares off with Mars in Gemini, provoking impatience. A helpful connection between the Moon and Uranus can reunite you with your motivation and drive, reigniting some much-needed passion in your heart and mind. Before bed, be sure to journal any emotional or mental breakthroughs you had today so you can relax when it's time to get some rest. This aspect creates difficulties in achieving compromise, and we, therefore, tend to experience its effects in our relationships. Currently, both Venus and Mars are transiting Mercury-ruled signs, signs that overanalyze, signs that get hung up on details, and signs that are answering to retrograde Mercury. Their clash perpetuates conflict in the form of arguments or crossed signals. Neither party feels seen or heard, although if we stop and listen to what the other person is trying to say, we'd probably discover that we want the same things, we just have different approaches to getting there. One positive manifestation of this influence, if channeled appropriately, is powerful sexual tension. Make-up sex may be our reward if we can manage to put aside our differences.